It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth,
Huh?
and the finality of today.
Why?
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole.
No.
But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart.
No.
The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it?
When you put it that way, yes.
Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today, just so we could face each other in battle.
But then...
A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been.
Mecha Hitler.
And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms.
Yeah, I wish you should have been like, what are you wearing right now?
The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that
And enemies
purpose.
like your outfit, Snake.
And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family. It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white.
Well, that was Saiyant.
Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll.
Yep, they tried to blow me up.
That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both
Yeah, record scratch. Is that a Russian flag on your chest?
We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future.
I will die of old age.
In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data. So they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would
Don't worry, in the
inevitably
future,
be exposed to heavy
Big Boss will
radiation.
use a bunch of
That's
balloons to
why he
kidnap
chose
people and then
me.
get rid of all the nukes.
After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No east, no west, no cold.
What about the big wall of ice that keeps all the water on our flat planet?
And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the
Microwave them
21st
again in
century,
space.
everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth.
A pale blue dot.
A world without communism or capitalism.
Hey!
That is the world I
Hey,
wanted
Queen.
to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country.
These end-of-game avalanches
But
in
the
Metal Gear
US
Solid are
government
genre-defining.
betrayed them. Our weak
You
need
gotta
president held
have
back their
the
air support.
exposition dump.
Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground.
To the Hollow Earth!
Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice.
Here's the skeleton.
The Sorrow gave his life for me.
Yeah, Casmire got weird with version
There is
4.0.
no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers.
You know, Plato.
Early in the 20th
Aristotle.
century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere
This is the
shell
ending.
of its former self.
The last of the Cobras.
Philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake?
Oh god,
By
no.
consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever.
They're gonna eat us?
It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last
He was a lizard
remaining
person?
child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me.
What else have they taken from you?
In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations.
That's just the plot from Medal of Honor 1 on
I
the
was
PlayStation
pregnant
1.
at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of
He's
battle.
just pooping in the background.
A beautiful baby boy.
Is that me? Am I your baby?
But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers.
Oh, those bastards.
Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother.
That's
I
one
gave up my
fuck
body
of
and my
a
child for my
C-section
country.
right there.
There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes
You have to perform a C-section. I'm not sure how C-sections work.
Slithering through my body.
I know we're supposed to cut, like,
a snake.
part of you open. The surgeon had the shakes.
I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me.
My boy.
I feel content. Snake? Commence the operation.
A CQC section, there you
I
go.
raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you.
A
All
hug?
that's left for you
How
to
about a
take
hug?
is my
Give me a
life.
hug.
By your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss.
Listen, if I become boss, I'm
And
gonna
the
change
one
it to
who
Big
inherits
Boss.
the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place.
Why?
If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
No?
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove
what?
your loyalty. Face me. Let's see what...
I must disappear now. Like a spider in the night. Oh, don't just kick a guy. Mom! You're being real mean, Mom. I should really unequip lethal gun. Gotta get that last one. Forgot to take Dramamine, yeah. She has no idea where I am. Visible. I might replay it one day. Where'd Mom go? Well, I'm very hungry, yeah. Sick.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah, it's a fun to replay game.
I've had enough.
And getting to go through with all of your fun little extra bits is a good time. Whoops. I'm gonna click on that one.
Where did you go?
Surprise! Oh, Bo! Damn it, boss! Alright, gotta eat again. Maybe I don't need this camouflage. It goes way too fast. Hey, scientist is almost as good.
Gross.
Mom!
No good.
No good. I've been lightly shot. Can I not use weapons while dressed as a scientist? Oh my god. I'm not in the lab right now. It's because I'm wearing the scientist thing. It's dumb. What is the smallest negative? Croc cap, that's right. There we go, snow. Very disappointing, yes.
Brace yourself.
Rather not. Whoa.
The man I thought.
I don't know why I thought I could try and CQC her there. Where'd you go? Are you so fast?
There you go. I told you that didn't work. I found you.
Well, good for you. Tremendous sense of value when you get 3 shots off. You'll never find me now. You've knocked me down. You've activated my powers.
You've gotten stronger.
Thank you. God damn it.
I found you.
Surely she's forgotten where I am by now. Alright, 1 bar. Loves that tree. Oh god, I only have 5 bullets left. think that might have been the last shot. Thicker bar is empty now. Yes. Whew. Yeah, I think you only can CQC. I think you could only CQC her when you sneak up on her, right? Like you can't do it right up against her. Pretty confident in video games sometimes.
Take this. Keep it safe.
The only frustrating thing about streaming games is if you ever try and stream and play games, you're worse when you're playing games while streaming. Splitting your attention will always make you worse at a game. Having to be entertaining and pay attention to chat and also play, you will definitely have a quality decrease.
Why are you giving me this?
She had to show our scar off. That's okay. I don't mind being worse.
Snake.
No, boss. Big boss.
Wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now.
No, I tranked you. You just gotta fall asleep.
There's only room for one boss. And
I'm the
one
big
snake.
boss. Oh wait, you could be the boss and I could be the snake, or you could be the snake and I'll be the boss. Get so much trouble with the 360 controller for this game? I mean, the Metal Gear Solid 3 control scheme is wonky. It's a little bit better, I think, on the PlayStation 3 for this HD re-release, because it does have pressure-sensitive buttons, which are fun. But I still accidentally kill people whenever I try and grab them, because the pressure-sensitive grab is like, hold it down this much to grab them, hold it down this much to kill them. And that line is very small. Why'd you kill my owner, Snake? God damn it. Then the horse turns around, breathes fire, and melts the Iron Throne. As he knows it's not Snake's fault, it's the throne's fault. That's definitely not how scars work. I do really like Metal Gear Solid 3. It's high up there for me. All Metal Gear games have their particular problems every once in a while, but they're all fun to play. And this one in particular is fun. I mean, reality has nothing to do with Metal Gear games.
Ready to go, Snake?
This is historical, so this is how reality works circa 1964 in Russia. Just killed my mom. Do you think I'm okay? Jesus.
Yeah.
Just had to shoot my goddamn mom. I also love it. Tradox, how's it go?
I told you you could trust me.
Fool! I'm crashing the plane. I was a triple agent. Damn it. Ah, thank you very much for the follow, Tradox. Welcome to Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. We're wrapping up this Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough. After this, we're doing Chaos Grand Theft Auto, which is a chat interactive game.
Ocelot.
Oh, damn, Ocelot!
You're not done yet.
Ocelot just really wants to kiss. Oh, yes, finally they can have sex. Oh, not my belts! I had all my cool stuff in there! Oh, I love Ocelot.
Too heavy.
Just kiss already! Get the sexual tension out! Ocelot weighs 500 pounds.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Hear my mom.
Not good.
CQC your way directly into his heart, and then into his pants. Oh, the fabric physics, yeah. Oh, that smile. Kiss! Kiss already!
I picked up a few new moves. Huh.
It's that gun, that's what's weighing the plane
Doesn't
down.
feel right to shoot an unarmed man. I'll get over it.
Eva!
No, Eva, I meant you shoot him! Looks like you're out of bullets.
What do you say to one last showdown?
That bullet didn't work last time.
Yeah, all right.
Russian roulette, the only true honorable way to decide how a fight's going to end. He needs a third gun for his juggling trick. This fucking game. Oh, I love it. Alright, one of these guns has a bullet that may or may not be in the fireable position.
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's
Shalashashka.
yours?
John.
Very well, John.
His name's really Jack. He lied!
Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
I'll take this one. He was just like, the plane has to go up! Please! Come on! I don't have time for this garbage. Got him! Oh, alright, made sure not to lethally shoot you. Because we have to be married.
It's a blank. That was fun. Till we meet again, John.
Okay, bye. Just pull directly to the edge of the plane. Just. Oh, Jesus God! Ooh. God, I love this game.
Give me a hand! Whoa! Come on, pull up!
Just wanted to kiss John Snake, exactly.
We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
That we did. That's where I fought my mom. This means perhaps too much.
Oh no.
All the scenes are pregnant with meaning.
There's no way out. What are we gonna do?
We've come
Don't
too
worry.
far to let them stop us now.
My mom probably told them not to shoot us.
Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so close.
Weapon systems on.
Locked on target. I got towed.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev.
Oh, Khrushchev saved us.
Bulk 19, do you copy?
Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
We made it! Jesus, take the wheel. Will they actually kiss for a change? No, you go back and kiss Ocelot. Thank you. No kissing girls, kissing Ocelots only. After you kiss Ocelot, then you can kiss the girl.
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
And Alaska is pretty far away from Langley, just geographically speaking. I'm gonna have to keep them waiting a little bit. We don't have a door in this plane anymore? It's gonna be a real cold ride. Alaska. Colonel. Save. Although all that's left, I believe, is the credits at this point. That's the most ridiculous part of the game, is that they're flying to Alaska. Yeah, like, if Russia's capable of having a jungle, we're pretty far away from Alaska, then. I'll be honest, I don't understand how there's a jungle there. All scenery. Gotta take the scenic route, you know? They earned it.
So what are you going to do now? Go back to the KGB?
Yeah, the Savage Lands.
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
I mean, I'm assuming we're in Alaska right now, in which case you are, in fact,
I didn't do it alone.
in America. Yeah, the tropical part of Russia.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation?
Guess after this we gotta do Peace Walker. Then after Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 4. And then finally,
I don't take
we could do Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. Oh, the wine! It's gonna stain the carpet! Like, if they were having trouble getting up when they had one extra guy in there, which... that's so much innuendo. Metal Gear Solid 4 takes place before Peace Walker? Well, chronologically, definitely not, but, like, release order, yeah, I think you're right. If you have trouble getting it up because there's an extra guy in you, that could be normal. But yeah, if their plane was struggling with, like, oh, we have 3 people, we're not gonna make it, they're gonna have trouble going that far. I wish you were Ocelot. I mean, I love you. Four and then Peace Walker? Alright, guess we have to play Metal Gear Solid 4 first. I haven't replayed 4. I've only played it once. Portable Ops, I believe, is not canon. Whereas Peace Walker is, like, excessively canon. How good are you at reloading during battle? I do want to check out Metal Gear Solid Acid. I don't know if we're going to go through the entirety of it, but I want to see it. I bet you'd look good in a buzz cut, Eva. Juggle these revolvers while I shave your head.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge.
Oh god, she stole the stupid nonsense that Mom gave us.
Forgive me, Snake.
We got double-crossed. Things in Portal Blotz happen in-universe, but the details are all completely inaccurate. Weird. Oh, we gotta look at the pictures and see if we did make a good shot of us being smacked by Vulcan.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well.
She took the fake.
I have to apologize.
Trained
sent by
man
Russian.
right here. Sleeping through this
I'm
conversation.
not a KGB spy, and I
Oh, never
never
mind.
worked for the NSA.
Thought she was recording while he
I'm
slept
an
there.
agent of the People's Republic of China for the
What a
Chinese
twist.
Second Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
The philosophers still exist in China, too.
Portal Blotz is canon, but the side missions are not canon. Weird.
My mission was to find out where Vulcan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy.
Oh, Snake looks good in casual
NSA
clothes.
Codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China.
Swear to God, if one more person tries to explain this stupid philosopher's legacy to me, I'm gonna throw myself into a
The
train.
Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Vulcan couldn't tell the difference. But
Looks like I still got it.
she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth.
You gotta have, like, the double crosses and the extra special triple crosses.
That's why she saved
And
my
the
life.
quadruple crosses.
I've lied to you so many times, but not this time.
Longingly gazing at
My
a picture of
orders from the
Ocelot.
government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you.
Then you woke up and turned on your lightsaber and we had to fight, but I was just afraid is all.
But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other, And not because you saved my life, but because I made a promise to the boss.
He slept through that
And
too?
I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And
I'm gonna ride my motorcycle back to China
I
now.
have to live.
Where are they geographically at this moment? They were flying a plane to Alaska, and then they were going to be meeting up with someone who's going to transport them to Langley. Is this supposed to be Alaska right here?
Hey!
She drugged him. That would make sense. They did drink some wine.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice.
All of our friends!
Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby
Lyndon
award you the
Baines
title
Johnson.
of Big Boss.
Nailed it. That sounds just like him.
You are a true patriot.
I've had to pee for so long. I'm like, the credits are almost here. They're right around the corner. They just keep on going. Used to call him Big Balls, but now it's just Big Boss. You're super duper boss now. You're the big gulp boss. The extra large big gulp boss. We have a branding deal with 7-Eleven now. Hey, touch my head. Oh, I got snubbed by this dude.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us.
Sneaking missions?
A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection
What about
was a
snaking
ruse
missions?
set up by the U.S. government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgan inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgan's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the U.S. government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy.
And they could.
So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And
Large
no one will
government
ever
agencies,
understand her.
like throwing people under the bus, that's a common trope.
Was her final
Not just
mission.
in media, but in like real life too.
And like a true soldier,
So
she
I'm
saw it through
alright
to the
with
end.
how twisted around it can get.
But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth.
The only part that's a bummer is like, rather than learning that
She wanted
organically
to
as you
live
play
on.
the game, you learn it
In
via
your
a
memory.
prolonged dialogue sequence at the end of the
Not
game.
as a soldier, but as a woman.
Like an exposition dump to
Tragic.
learn that like there was a
She was
tragic
forbidden to
twist
tell you
is
herself.
it really dampens the effect.
And that's why she told me.
Threw that stuff in the trash. Don't need Occam's razor.
History will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth.
Except for us, we know the truth. We
Her
know the
debriefing
truth.
will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
She's the patriot whose gun we have. Oh yeah, he's bleary-eyed, he's teared up. October 15th, 1964. Khrushchev is ousted from power. Brezhnev becomes the first secretary of the Communist Party, with Kosygin in premier. October 16th, 1964. China conducts its first successful nuclear test, and oh boy. Well, we're falling behind. Signet joins ARPA. U.S. government conducts a study on emergency medical treatments. Eva disappears without a trace in Hanoi. Paramedic established the first nation's first paramedic system. Major Zero disbands Fox. United States accumulates the remainder of the legacy, and the Philosophers change his name to the Patriots. Carrying the traditions of Major Zero and Fox Unit, Big Boss establishes Foxhound. Nailed it. Oh no! 1972, L'Enfant Terrible project. That's when they clone the Big Boss. 3 children are born. After you get to a certain point, there's a little bit of backtracking, but nothing too bad. For Story 3 is at the top for you? I think so. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is still my favorite. Gameplay-wise, 5 is a toy box with tight controls, a lot of options, a lot of variables. I'll never not love playing 5. Alright, I'm gonna pee real fast. Then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna finish the credits because there's probably a post-credit scene, and then I know I have Chaos Mario listed, but I think we're gonna jump directly into Chaos Grand Theft Auto. I don't think we have time to do both Chaos Mario and Chaos Grand Theft Auto. And I'd rather do Grand Theft Auto if we're gonna play for a while. But I do want to do more Mario soon. Gotta make more progress in there. Here's the thing, I don't remember 4 very well. I played 4 once when it was new, and then I haven't replayed it since then. So, like, I'm excited to play 4 again? Katase, did you hear that there's a big CUD update coming with new gameplay modes? Including a role-playing mode that turns off permadeath? When that update drops, we're doing a new playthrough. God, I love CUD. Sorry, Krios, more CUD's coming. That's like my current favorite game, and there's no way I'm not gonna play it when it gets another update. So yeah, they're adding, what am I? I'll tell you more about it when I get back after peeing. BRB. I want to be back before the post-credits. We might be there already? No, there's time, I gotta run. Or is this the end of the credits? Oh, alright. Hear me. It really feels like we're almost there, though. Like, it's building crescendo. Fine, I'll just wait. Yeah, it's the end of the credits. I'm glad I didn't run. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing it after it gets an update. As with most early access games, I find the best way to do it is...
Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir.
Always gotta end with these phone calls.
Sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied.
Ocelot.
Khrushchev is finished.
Playing all sides. All sides.
Has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
I wonder what rank I'm gonna get. We were probably on our way to a decent rank until I finished the fight with the Sorrow and decided everyone's going to die via extreme machine gun fire. I'll probably detract from our overall score.
The boss has accomplished her mission. The Philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the Philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB
so all they needed was money to, like, put together the sophisticated... No, philosophers, not,
weapon has been
not the
reduced
Patriots.
to ashes.
But they said the names changed to the Patriots.
That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear
Well, we didn't give it to the
system.
government. We gave it to the
Perhaps
shadow
it might just come
government
in
that
handy
runs the
someday.
government.
Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story.
I imagine like they're using the money to put together their AI super construct that runs the world.
The secondary alert has been lifted as well.
That we learn about in Metal Gear Solid 2.
The Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them.
So many triple crosses in this game.
I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam.
He was Adam the whole time!
Of course, I am always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Ba-da-ba-ba! We got Tidal Crocodile, like a boss. Like a boss. 13 hours, 40 minutes, 25 seconds. Only saved 9 times that whole game. Come on. Go. Make the game go. Oh, my controller turned off during those cutscenes. Good lord. There we go. I'm like, why can't I advance? New item obtained. You got the Patriot. You got a camera. You got green face paint. You got brown face paint. You got national flag face paints. You got tuxedo. You got DPM and OSCAM desert camo. You unlocked download camo. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. I could be anything. You got desert tiger pattern camo. You got Fleck Train camo. Thank God codename Crocodile. We did go through like a chunk of the game exclusively wearing the crocodile hat. Yeah, like Adamska. Like, wait a minute. I was supposed to kill someone named Adam. We've done it. We've done it! Alright, I'm gonna go pee, and then we're going to play us some Chaos Grand Theft Auto.